Let's go now. 10 Lobo.
Rebound.
Christian travel.
SOS.
On first down, Taylor. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
What we got?
X3. 218. Chop. Hey, Echo.
Mike, 48. Time to go. Night.
Ready.
Now Cunningham. He's going to loft one deep left side here. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now Rashad Penny. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I'm coming. 6. Pull it. Half. I'm coming home. Check. Crunch. Shift.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Watch tight end. Go. Tight end's right. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Check nickel. Slam.
On 3rd down, McNair. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
6-6. Pull it high. Hey, do. Get it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Now a give, right side. Taylor stays on his feet, and he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Here we go. Set. 90 Wolf. Come on, team. Go.
On 3rd and 2, Cunningham. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is taken at the 23. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Boy, you go 3 and out on your first drive, and that's not the way you want to start this drive either. Doesn't seem like they're really into it just yet.
No, first 4 plays, you don't want to call it a disaster, but not looking very sharp. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
From the gun, a give to Penny. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Squeeze, double. 48 for Mike. Go. Hey, alert 48. Hey, we gonna Mike the 48 right now. Let's go. Watch the curl. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
To throw on 3rd down. McNair. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
23 yards on the play. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. The give to Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Alpha.
56.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, I'm coming. Rush in. Squeeze.
Now they try the right side here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
He's checking. Crash.
On 3rd down, McNair looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now McNair. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Check 99. Check 99.
On 2nd down, McNair. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
We got 4. Go. Get wide.
Out of the gun, it's McNair. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
On 1st and 10, McNair going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Cunningham. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Cunningham looking to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Taylor. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the Seahawks' 28-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
He's scared. Play 56. Mike 56. Switch up.
Cunningham. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
56. Out. 56. Check 56. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Cunningham. And the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Taking it about the 16. 31 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McNair flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Carter. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. I got one. Okay. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Short.
From the gun, here's McNair. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hatchet. Hatchet.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On first down, it's McNair. And now he'll tuck it and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me. Shit. Watch that. Back. Ball trot. 52's the mic, boys.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
So don't say nothing. Kill. What? Kill. Slant. He's coming.
Penny. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a 43-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their play ball. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Watch out. Watch out.
Quick dad. Go.
And they give this time to the tailback. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Hey, 4 down. Switch. Hey.
From the gun, McNair. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Tight dog.
Check nine.
Now McNair looking for a first down throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Say.
49. Check 49.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Check 3. Check 43. Go.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the Jaguars' 41-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Stop your whining.
Check 25.
Check 4.
Undercrush. Go.
Again, it's Penny. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Watch the shit. Check.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Let's get that ball, let's get that ball.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Come on, set. 60 or. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hit it.
Taylor. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On first down, Taylor. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Cunningham to throw.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
49 to Mike. Watch 49.
Oh, you got. Look at me. Zipper.
49 to Mike.
Fight.
Now Cunningham. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. 61 Max Fox.
On second down, it's Taylor. And able to work his way down to the 16. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 16.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down, they hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field, and you're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Get it.
On fourth down, Cunningham got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 17 yards out, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the fourth. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. first down. McNair. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McNair forced out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McNair. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And it's caught. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll run it again with Penny. They'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. I got him. Look. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
On 1st and 10, McNair escaped, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josh Allen, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Mike 5-2. I got you, son.
Under 10.
Leo. Alert 3.
Bang.
McNair. Throwing left side, it's complete. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's good for our Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
36. Go.
Operating from the gun. McNair. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Switch.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike.
To throw again. McNair. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the pass.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Throwing on 1st down. McNair to the right side and complete to Metcalf. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Switch gears.
He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Check. Crunch.
back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Check nickel. Slap.
On fourth down, McNair. That's to his running back, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a first and 10 at the 18.
52's the mic. Right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Watch the slant.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23.
52. Flat 52. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day on this.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Recon, 132 fighter. Back.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Score.
I got you, boy. Watch the shit.
Hey. High 7. 2.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was